Okay, this is better. So here we go, Kurt. Just let me see. Now, Facebook. All right. Why is it popping? Sounding. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see here. Checking it out. What goes on here? Okay, here now. Hang on, everybody. We may have solved the problem. Hold on. I think we got it fixed here, Kirk. Hey guys, is that a lot better? Somebody talk to me. Hey, hope it's better. All right. Let's is that better, guys? So there, hello.
Hello, everybody.
There we go. Freezing. It's not freezing on my end. I'm watching it.
You're freezing on the feet on the Facebook.
Yeah. So it's running. I don't know about yours. It's running.
No.
Dennis Cox. Good. Welcome back. Cindy, I'm not sure what's going on with yours. So far, everything is good. Can you guys hear everything? So, well, let's see if we can make it happen. You know what, guys? We'll see what we can do here. But anyways, welcome everybody tonight. I know guys want to see some of you guys, and it's hard when we get them on. So, hey Dennis, is it sounding good? Is it sounding good out there, brother? Anyways, I think we got clean picture here. What's going? Cindy, is it still sound? So, can you guys understand at all what we're saying? Little less freezing, okay. Can you guys make out what we're saying? I took my one camera off. Still little static, yes. Okay, sorry about the static. I'm not sure what that static is all about. I don't get that. Okay, well guys, we'll hopefully we can make this happen. If not, Kirk, we might have to
reschedule.
Well,
that's fine.
We can do a quick thing here, something we can see how it goes. Parts of what you're saying they're missing, but
you're paying me by the hour. We're fine.
Hey,
it's what you need.
There you go. My dad always said the food is amazing.
Yeah.
But anyways,
all the cake you need, man.
Oh, there you go. So, see, and guys, I can't tell personal. I can tell you, but only in person. Oh Lord, Dennis, that's funny. But anyways, guys, we're gonna try and make this happen tonight with Kirk. I'm watching it here. It's not too bad, and I think we can maybe get through some of it. Oh, got it. I don't know what the static is, guys. I've never had static on here before, and I really have nothing hooked up here to cause static, so I'm not sure what that is on here. But anyways, guys, welcome Kirk Sullivan from For Him, and we're gonna get this show going anyways tonight. And I promise you guys, we're gonna have stuff fixed. I've tried other apps and they still are, believe it or not. So we are working on it. Kirk, we got some people coming. So
well, the more the merrier.
I know. So guys, I'm
invite
telling you,
friends.
Yes, but we are better app. Maybe Rod Rambo says maybe it's Kirk's shirt.
Yeah. Well, I almost wore a white one. I go, that really things up. You can use me as a white back.
Oh, John, that's awesome. Hopefully we can make it through. Anyways, guys, welcome Kirk For Him. This is awesome, Kirk. Thanks for joining through this. So, but Kirk, tell us a little bit. You're married. You've got a beautiful wife. Tell me a little about your wife, brother. Tell us a little about her.
Hot man.
That's what I want to see.
Uh, Speaking of baby, turn the heater down. My wife is in the other room with in the delay.
The delay. That's so funny.
Beth um, Beth started for him. We were in a group called Some of Who That Is. Truth was around for a long time, and were the four guys left the group in August, middle 1990, and so then so moved to Mobile. Now, one of the guys, Mark Harris, was already living here. He's from here. So about 4 months, Marty and I were roommates. Of course, we were the two guys, right? Mark and Andy had already married, and so we had an apartment together for about a year until Marty met Sherry, and they got married the next year. So a few 3 months after we moved, Marty and we really this tall girl moved in. I think she was dating somebody, so I was just like, you know. And so wound up going to the same as we did her. Parents moved here. Her parents moved. My parents? Man, probably no more than blocks apart, 5. So
that's hilarious.
So we have pictures that date all the way back to like 1992. Because we're friends, right?
Oh my goodness.
Pictures of us on the beach. So if I told you we'd been married since the early 90s, I have pictures to prove it, but we didn't. Beth moved to Poland for several years, and I didn't see her so I went to her and got to buy tickets for you who Michael Bublé is.
Oh,
so
yes.
He was in Pennsylvania, about 45 minutes from my house, and I told his mom herself, "You want to go?" And she wore these little leggings with boots and that we've been together for every day since. We dated for about 4 years and been married for this will be this March was 6 years. So
wow.
All it's really
you definitely married up, dude.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. No, me and a buddy of mine was a buddy of mine. I've done work for him. He's a minister of music worship, and he's got a younger wife. He's 8 years younger. So we're on each other going, "That's really not interviewing your daughter." So I'm going, "Man, that's a nice granddaughter." Anything bad? Mom giving me the look. Don't you bad? Are you cooking dinner? Cooking.
Lord. Oh goodness. That's
so all those years that I found out somewhere. Yeah, all the years I spent in the audience for a wife, she's next door to me.
Oh my goodness, isn't that hilarious? So between the two of you, you guys get together, that right there, and I always tell people
it's an interesting.
Yeah, sorry.
And people could ask me. I mean, the guys in the group, why don't you go out with? Yeah, I would come home and she was dating somebody, or I was on road and I long distance relationship, and so it just never worked out. On the road, a couple of years on the road, I got off the road or two. It's when we started.
Oh my goodness, that's almost like a movie. What you're telling us between the two of you, okay? Are you both a little crazy than the other?
I am leaning toward more insane. I'm gonna plead insanity.
So she's the more the one that's like me, like just the really fun.
Yeah,
character.
So she does have a silver corrupted years. I suppose. So you're riding the bus, and you're riding the bus. Guys are gonna,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hey, and when I toured, I always told if I got a new road manager or something like that, I always said, dude, one thing, you have got to have a sense of telling you. It's just the way it is when you're on the road. Somebody's got to have a sense of humor to keep the laughs going.
Our manager, Mike Quist, was our road manager. We had a couple was with us the longest. Mike was, if you look at manager in the dictionary, his pictures there have a sense of humor, which is good, bad for the. We're in Miami, and the promoter for some reason shut the door with 300 standing outside. After the concert, he's poor mouth and saying, well, the money didn't come in, and there are at least people standing outside that he didn't let in. He locked the door after the walking to the choir, and it was back that I put it in and pulled it right out and shut the door. Ooh. If the promoter had, yeah. That was a good part of Mike. Now Mike did have a sense of humor, but it was, you had to dig to find
a little deeper.
It was great.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm telling you, like I said, somebody's always got to have a sense of humor when you're on the.
Hey, I kind of want to promote somebody. You were promoting prayer in one of your videos, I think.
Very good friend.
Yeah, Sal is my buddy. When we had bands, was our keyboard player.
What? Oh, you know what? That's right.
Yeah. Sal is a big. I mean, he's pretty. If the name and you've heard of him, do some.
Dude, the last 2 years, Sal has been very blessed with the people.
Dude, he's killing it. He's great. If I could somehow musically, it would be his piano players. That's Sal. Just as sweet a godly man as you'd ever want to meet in your life.
I'm telling you, Earth guy, just real sweet guy. I'm telling you, he is. He's actually done about 60 to 70 on the last couple of albums I've done.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Small world.
Yeah, I met him, gosh, and probably 18 years ago. And we just become really good friends. And you know what's funny, Kirk? Our birthday's on the same day. We always see who can be the first one to wish each other a happy birthday first on like that. But it is funny.
We did a live in what was 596?
Yeah.
And Sal, Sal Mullet back playing keys.
Really? On that one?
Yeah. Sal was our master at one point.
I didn't know he's your director. That rings a bell with him playing keys. But guys, there you go.
He got married on the road with us. Tina while he was with us.
Tina, really, I call them Barbie and Ken. I'm telling you, the guy just keeps getting younger.
He ain't bad, mad.
He does. Dude, is it the Botox or what? I don't know what it is.
Only Kenny aggravates me. My Kenny, that bugs me. That's like 5'5" something like that. Her dad's real tall and athletic, and he brings up home chalk kind of thing. I'm like, it's a fat boy from Owens. So you're bringing this home by myself, and how am I supposed to eat this?
How am I not supposed to eat? I know. Tell me, speaking of food, dude, what's your favorite kind of food?
Oh, I could eat every day.
Oh, dude.
Man.
Give me some Italian.
And I like Italian. I like food. Everything. That's one.
You
know what? Sushi, raw cooked fried shrimp, roll, and all that kind of stuff.
You're a little bit out of the camera there, brother.
I do like the Russian.
Got to move over to your left a little bit. You're out of the camera a little bit.
You mean like this?
Yeah, there you go. Hold her.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Hang on. Guys, we're trying to get the best here. They say there's still a little bit of a connection problem, but I'm watching it. It's not going too bad on my screen. But if we need to bring Kirk back on, later do that. But anyways, just have fun, enjoy, and whatnot.
You need to get you one of those little ring lights up there. I've got me a little ring light.
I know.
They're $8. My daughter paid $8 or $9, $10 for mine.
Where, on Amazon or what?
And then it plugs. It's got a USB outlet, so you can use your phone to hook it into your computer. Works like a dream.
Get one of those, because my daughter says, Dad, you need some lighting in there when you're doing your shit. So I'll go on Amazon, and I'm gonna go get that, check that out, because some lighting, because she just said a week ago, she says, Dad, you got to get some lighting on for you. So you were with Truth, and then you guys formed For Him, and you got 5 years?
No, we were with in Truth for just a nudge over 3 other, and then For Him it went from 1990 to 2006. So I'm 16 years.
16 years?
That doesn't include Truth. Including Truth, that's 9 years, including Truth. Right. We did 1,000 concerts before For Him. So when we were first concert. It was like,
so guys, listen to this. We're talking with a guy here for him. I just want to let Kirk see this Kirk, are you watching it on the screen or not? Or are you just watching it on the other one?
watching on my watching it on the.
Okay, so John, no, he can't see the comments to him as they're coming up.
I don't think I'm complicating.
That's fine, guys. We're working on it, and so trying to get this as good as we
Turkeys
can for
are really
you guys.
good.
What is it?
I'm eating dinner while we haven't had dinner yet. So, Sally burger right here.
Look at you, dude. Look at you. You know Wes Hampton from the Gaithers?
I do.
Well, Wes and I are good friends. Anyway, surprised me and sent me his new cookbook. I got it in the mail yesterday. We'd eater and I eat pretty healthy, but I'm telling you, I open it up and I just like tonight. I just some of those cinnamon roll pancakes that he's got. Oh my Lord! After this show tonight, before I go to bed.
No, at my I only grow one way. Just yeah. I'm gray and sideways.
No. Oh my goodness. Tonight, thanks for joining. By the way, everybody, thanks for joining us tonight here. We're here with Kirk Sullivan on Music Moments with David Live. I apologize often, but thank you guys for listening. So anyways, but we're going to have a Q&A coming up here in a few minutes, and more here about Kirk for him, and then we're going to have some Q&A. So have your question, guys, to ask him, and he's going to respond. So I don't know, you can whatever, just keep it G-rated, and we'll.
You don't want to with me.
Yeah.
I will sing 54 like he does. Tries to me. They have no they're dealing with.
Oh, good. Oh, James Ward. Sorry, James. I meant to, and I just slipped my mind. James wants to know, is there going to be a For Him reunion tour? He says it's been almost 30 years.
We did a tour 5 years.
They did a reunion tour 25. Oh, that was a 25-year thing that I saw. But there you go. So
we really went on having those. We're about to do one in October, those events.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
We do. We work with the National Christian Athletic Association. We've been doing it for 5 years.
Wow.
So it's a bill in Florida and go, it's 5-star hotel and golf course. So we sing this little vacation and they raise money for Christian athletic organizations in the country.
Oh, wow. Hang on. Hey, Vanessa, if you can hear me, you got to click X on the speaker beside the at the bottom of the screen to get your sound. Hang on, just let me respond to her. Respond to her. Because she says she can't hear me. Okay. There we go. Are there any solo album? Rod Rambo's wanting to know. Come on.
If I do anything, it'll be a worship album.
There you go. We'll take anything. Heather wants to know, how are the fur babies?
Come here, buddy. Come here, Bo. Come here. You're playing hard. You see this turkey? See, come here. This is goodies. Come here, bud. Come here.
That's so funny.
Hey, come get her. Come here. Come here, boy. Good. Got JB. This is JB.
Sullivan home.
Oh
my goodness! Look at this thing.
Yeah, that was JB. When we had him, it said James. See, calling out the front. James.
That's so funny. Oh gosh, Lord. Well, there we go. You got the snout. We have one little fur baby.
We have James. We have the Spice Girls, which are Pepper and.
Oh my goodness. It was from Heather Dismuke. So.
Yeah, Heather's a good friend for real. She's been coming to her and her husband been coming to concerts for a real long.
Oh gosh, guys, with Kirk tonight and all you guys that are friends with him. Thanks for we love it. But anyways, Kirk, going back to your music, I just want to so you guys, and I hope I got these numbers, guys, For Him in 16 years, 16 I think you said, was it, that you guys are touring together?
Mm-hmm.
This group, guys, has 7 awards, a Grammy nominee, some platinum album, and they were just recently um, inducted into the Music Hall of Fame. That is, Kurt, that's a
God, they call it.
gospel music. Thank you, Gospel Music Hall of Fame. So guys, what an accomplishment in 16 years. Congratulations, Kirk, on that.
Like, we expect any of that. When it was going to work, hey, group of the year, let's all, records. It was none of that. It was, let's do this. That's what we were wanting to do.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
we did kind of off. We recorded the first picture up on your page, just
right.
Which is because that's going to be this going to be.
Wow.
So I was on what record. I'm 61 now. So yeah, yep. It went by.
Somebody wants to know, what was your favorite For Him song to sing?
Oh man, we're considering we recorded what? I don't know, 3 songs. I would one of my favorites that I did. Of course, I like Mix.
Oh yeah, that's a classic, dude.
Mark Harris and Don Cook wrote that. Here in the live in Knights End, about 2 miles from here. I really long as my heart knows.
Yes. One of my other favorites, Future Generation. I love those songs.
Yeah, one singing, and there was ones that were real powerful. The Message Generation's basic.
Yes.
Man, there was a whole a crowd that is the only lead.
Right. Was that your most requested song?
That.
Was that your most requested song?
We're people wanted to hear. The only thing I need to very top.
Yeah.
We go into concerts where there's in the bass life.
Cool. Hey, tell Becky for replying to some of these. I can't quite get all the replies back, so thank you for me tonight on that. Appreciate that. Always appreciate our wives when they can get on fly. So that Kirk, I'm looking at your music, or not looking, but I'm thinking about your music because I was in college when I first came out. I was in college, and that just stuck with me because I started traveling on weekends when I went to college. That's when I started venturing out a little bit more on my own. Groups that when I was just getting started, already there in the spotlight, great of us. And I look at I saw For Him, and I saw for new albums, new songs coming out, whatever. One thing that I thought that again about the interview today, one thing that was about For Him and that group and you guys was the fact that people from such a wide age range just loved you guys. There was something about your music that just wasn't just one category, as far as that type of group of people. You guys were able to, such a wide variety of college kids right up, to the retired people.
Yep.
And you don't see that today in a lot of artists. There are some, but you don't see that in a lot of artists that have such of an audience. Why do you think they're able to attract such a wide scope of an audience like that?
Well,
with
the music has changed. We don't have much now. Music, we have this because radio is good to us. But we were in foremost.
Right.
We were that group. We worked on radio, but our songs tend to be a lot of songs that were very versatile. We need to get back to the basics. We need to be a light for future generations.
Yeah.
It was something that I could identify with, and we did a lot of that. So in church, that's the tough thing you have in church, especially if you have diverse age. It's tough. Though a lot isn't at all to my, and I'm on the work of my church.
Right.
Although we some on the radio do that. I like that music, but I'm not slamming the church. There's not that diverse anymore. I wish there was. And that's the reason I had such there was a age group of people that followed us and liked our music.
Right, right. It was just so unique. I really didn't think that much about it until this weekend when I was thinking. I'm thinking, they just had this wide age range that that were attracted to your music, and you know, you're kind of unique. I'm trying to think. You you're across what between it and like that. I don't know. It was just kind of your, every artist has just able to attract just a wide scope of people, which I
Yeah,
just
we're
found.
probably like the Imperials. That's the reason timing so part of what happens with us because the Imperials had reached their peak and they were coming back down. And the industry was done by Twyla Paris and
Right.
great.
Yeah.
So we come in at the um, those big records, which is really funny. If it was near or where I lived in
Yeah. Yeah.
Oklahoma, I
Yeah.
would
You were there.
because Russ came out on did a couple of tours. We did a couple of tours together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the company came to us. Of course, all of us were big Imperials fans. The Priority record and One More Song for You.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
those records came out, that was Christian music. I mean, there wasn't anybody else. Nobody else. And so we were big Michael Amardian fans. He produced those records. And if those of you Mark on, because that's Sailing.
Yeah.
Caught Between the Moon and New York did the theme for the Arthur.
Yes. Yeah.
Donna Summer, Iglesias, Peter Cetera, Bolton sold about 100 million records in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
His wife, very Christian artist, writer. She wrote The Power of a Praying Wife, wrote that whole series of books.
Right.
And so,
right. What was her name? What was her name again? Was it Stormy?
Yeah, Stormy.
Yeah.
The first time Michael, we call him Omar, down to Denver, which is about an hour and 45 minutes from where I live. We went there and spent a day while he was on vacation. The first time we went there, Stormy was right in the first. He says she's right.
That's great. He's a legend in the music industry.
He really is. Funny is that all that he nobody about. I'm doing a song right now. I have an artist that he's got this song and he wants to sound Piano Man. So he's telling us about this story. He's doing a session for this guy in Nashville. And they go, man, this song, Piano Billy Joe Man. He says, do you got in your, can you get, I got one of my, he does, bring them, they record. He goes, man, that's just piano. Of course, Omar's from Chicago, right? He goes, it oughta, I play. And it's just a whole of thing. He doesn't brag until you mess with him, until a person messes with aggravates him, bragging. I don't got enough that, but enough Omar's a guy. all the stories, guy's name from Pop Stewart.
Oh, Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. Some guys have all that big record that he had. He's got stories about their kids and makes for interesting. Because we all that music. We're very fat, and that's
yeah.
Current to us. So we've been friends for years, but man.
Go. Well, what's kind of funny too, Kirk, is you guys were big in the '80s and stuff like that, and you look at it, but like my own kids are starting to even listen to the '80s music again. There was something about that decade that just had Christian and secular. There was just a uniqueness. I don't know. I'm trying to find the word. The music is just it just seems to not die from that decade. And like I said, I'm finding my kids, my teenagers, like my son. He goes, Dad, I just found a new artist. He says, can you listen to it to see if it's okay? Well, here it is, Phil Collins. And I'm thinking, and he goes, I'm telling him, say, Dad, listen to this artist and this song. What do you think? Is it good to listen to? Well, now he's got Phil Collins, like from all his '80s stuff, and he just keeps listening to it, And you've got all these guys, both Christian and secular, that a lot of these kids today there's just something really cool about that decade that you and I had the pleasure of being a part of, and even in the music industry. being a part of it. It was a great decade for music, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but in my opinion, it was a great decade for music.
Again, we have diversity. I mean, everybody from Chicago to Madonna to
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson to all the hair metal, Van Halen, all of
Yeah.
this, which because like Rock and Poison and the Crew, the guy that used to be in the long hair and the beard.
Oh, Rod Penrod.
Guy
Or,
Penrod.
no, Guy Penrod, not Rod.
Guy Penrod. Guy, when you're hearing those battles, you're hearing Guy Penrod. Yeah, back on those big rock anthems.
Big rock anthems, stuff like that.
Twisted Sister. That's a lot of that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah. In the 90s, the guys and I in the group we were on vocal session with God and why can't I think of
Bob Steger?
Oh, Butterfly Kisses.
Oh, Bob Carlisle.
Bob Carlisle, yeah, who I've known both those guys for years and I can't remember their name. So I'm the guy in the group where they're moving in the hallway. We're doing high stuff.
Yeah.
Move me 10 feet from the microphone. Just the exact, and I'm pretty good back then. And I promise you, the producer's moving me this close to the mic. And there's been legend that Penrod got coffee through that rusty. He hired and it's a freaking nature too. He's one of those one take. He has perfect pitch and all that. You realize you think you're not. You got a record contract studio guy who makes you feel like your feet hanging off it.
Oh Lord.
Underrated singers. Two of them actually. One is Sing with Eagles.
Yeah.
Who used to comfort me.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember.
Yeah, that guy.
I remember anybody.
No, wait. I'm thinking. Oh, I was thinking of Brian Duncan. Yes. Yeah. So
those guys never got any awards or any. Those guys.
Though guys, they're in the Christian music end. They really are. Well, tell me something, Kirk. Going back to some of this stuff. Just some questions. Speaking of artists and groups, and going back to For Him, take the longest to get ready for a concert. Which one of you four guys? Marty?
I was second for him. Marty would take the longest.
That's funny.
He'll call me a liar, but we all know better. The three of us do.
Dude, I looked at some of the pictures, and I'm kind of laughing because I'm thinking, back then, dude, the mullet and all that stuff was in, and I'm just going, that's crazy, dude. The hairstyles back then, but
oh yeah, I time doing this.
Oh gosh, so did you guys have any like specific like that before a concert? And if so, who would have the craziest one if there was one?
I was always for warm, although Andy kind of and Andy did he just up a little. Marty did a little bit, but I'm the guy. I have a low range.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm singing tenor stuff. So, I thought group singing lower happened. Most guys in my vocal they stay in the G range. I mean, I'm A, B, popping a bit in a while.
Yeah.
You just had what you had to do.
Use your little hams.
Yeah, you can only do them because you can do a lead.
Well, I was gonna say if you're doing harmony stuff like that, you can do stuff like that. But if you're doing a lead, it's hard to do that. Yeah, it doesn't always come across as good on a lead.
Yeah, and it depends on if you're doing. I mean, if it's a song, you can pop up and do that. But if you're both in something, unless it's a one note or something like that.
Yeah. We always talked about what your favorite songs to sing were in the concert. And guys, by the way, hey, we're gonna come up here in just about another minute or two, and for those of you that are new for this, we kind of do it's called 5 questions tonight or 5-second questions tonight with Kirk, And so that's coming up here in just a minute. And then right after that, we're gonna have some Q&A, guys. So get your questions ready on that. And we're doing. I know some of you guys have been asking questions throughout here, and that's great. But we're gonna have a specific Q&A. So just get ready, and we'll let you know when it's coming. And then fire the questions, and we'll get to as many as possible. Kirk, I know you're off, so to speak, off the road. Man, do you ever still about the studio and stuff like? Do you ever still get studio fever?
No, because I got one across the hall room.
You just, oh gosh.
The microphone and of course I can kind of built-in deck, that comes out, but nearly everything I program, people submit it in that they used to.
Right, yeah.
I probably everything now sounds like it's live, so. And if I can always hire, like my buddies in that play whatever, you just the stuff they play drums, all the
files back.
I mean,
the words. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said, did you ever forget the words to a song during a performance?
Yeah. Basically, to be specific. If you ever want to have a brain, your both, it takes a try. So one starts the second verse, I have Pat starts, and I get Mark Harris. Harris wrote the lyrics to the song, okay?
And he couldn't remember it?
No, he remembers it. He me die. And he did. So all you can do is shove the phone out to the audience. Of course, after the first picked it up, but yeah, there's no honor among stage.
Oh God, Lord!
Like, I don't know.
Mean dude. Oh Lord, that's funny. Oh,
he tried us and I wrote the lyrics. I don't know this. The chorus.
Oh, Florida, doing a little wee tour in Florida, and a friend of mine worked for one of the Christian TV stations, so she got me on one of the programs down there, and with Faye Harden. I don't know if you ever saw that. Every time we went down there, Faye would have us on. After that, but I went on there.
Is she an old lady?
You know Faye Harden?
Is she an older lady?
Yeah, she's probably a little older lady now. Yeah, and she did her show. So good.
Maybe I know. I'd have to search something.
Us on, and I always did one of my own songs because you get royalties. You know what I'm saying? So, but royalties, and I think because we don't get paid to go on a lot of these shows, so to speak. I love doing them. Don't get me wrong, I love doing them. So, but I'd always try and do one of my own songs unless they requested, a song which was a cover song. Anyways, I get on there, and I'm not kidding you. I drew a second verse, and I'm on live TV, and I'm not kidding. I made up a whole new second verse right on live TV. I finished the song. The camera switches. I walked off. My road manager looks at me and goes, "What was that?" He just goes, "What was that?" I said, "Dude, I told him what happened." After the show, we got the song just blessed me, and especially that second verse just kind of hit me. And we're sitting there laughing, dude, because I literally couldn't even tell you what I sang. I just made the second verse up right on live TV. But I'm telling you, if there had been a mop in that studio, they would have been, because I was just sweating buckets on live TV. It wasn't even like on that.
I can only say just because I'm in a Pentecost church.
Yeah.
The guy I was doing a con in the city, and I got to the second verse, and I could not remember what it was. And I promise you, that second verse was in time, or it should have been, because it was just no idea bad, and I couldn't remember what to save my life. It was like, God in the beat, you. Of course, I was a great drop at
Lord.
That point.
That probably wasn't. I bet you everybody just there right in their hand and just do that.
Well, when you get thrown to that, throw the next two.
It does.
There's nothing the next two songs. You're like on Beatles.
No. Hey, people, look at me. It is no fun when you forget the words on stage. I'm telling you, it's no fun for the artist. And especially if you got a live band and you don't know where you are on the song and you just completely draw a blank, it's just no fun. but that's
with
life.
with we have a lot of people who know music. So if we forgot something, all I do is point the mic to the mic to the naked guy.
Audience, dude, why didn't I know that trick?
The redeem. Tell you a real story. People, I said we in the '90s we did 80 City with Point of Grace, and so
Great group.
the what we thought very cheesy thing they did. They did a thing. Friends are friends forever. Michael W. Song out, JB out. So they would do is the song isn't, but the was. I hope the girls were pictures of Michael W. Smith, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Carl, whoever else find, and their famous friends. They were, whatever. Oh, Kirk called, did all of our videos. I gathered all of the Stone Cops, Laurel, and all of that venue, the Stooges.
Oh my!
When they ran their video, it was the Stooges, Stone Cops.
Oh my goodness!
I have pictures. I'll tell you what, for the days, I'm gonna post some of the pictures. I got girls coming on roll.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, I got good stuff, man.
Oh,
it's on my phone.
Dude, you're lucky you didn't get killed after that one. The girls, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I used one picture of them. What was it about?
Oh my goodness!
But wonderful pictures, Denise and Heather.
Yeah.
Oh, big honking curls. Somewhere I have Sandy the bus on a Young Messiah tour. Oh, that's a blessing, girls. I'd wait on it. I was terrible.
Oh my goodness! Oh Lord! Oh gosh, dude! Oh goodness! I hope you're having some fun tonight, just watching, hearing some stuff. Hey, you know what I love about this is the fact, that these guys love to have fun just like anybody else, and it's great to have some laughs. Sometimes I think everybody wonders Kirk behind the scenes, and guys, it's not always roses and candy that goes on. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes sometimes you just want to quit. Sometimes you're not feeling good, and you've got a performance to do. But a lot of these things, the laughs, the good times, make it all worthwhile. And Kirk, I don't know if you agree with that, but I'm almost positive you can. That a lot of the fun times and the laughs and stuff like that do and make it fun for what we do, despite those times when you're not feeling up to par or you just for some
being in the ministry and singing the concert is, and if you're right, you do a 2-hour concert, you're wasted mentally as a club.
Yeah.
And people only see, a couple of hours. They don't driving all night to the next place. They see you eat every night, which is glamorous, but it is not.
Yeah.
And the only thing you get to see a lot of stuff. Yeah, you get to see the inside of the and asking you it's an hour in the hotel and the venue if you're lucky. So the only thing about seeing a shot of a cover or seeing an artist that and it is, I have to say that parts of that I will never. I'll get one of our first. We were all in shock.
Yeah.
Some of those miles that people will remember, except my wife.
Mm-hmm.
The things that are eternal are the things that matter. All when we were people that came and said, "Hey, we got first date, one of your concerts," and they bring their kids, and their kids are 25 years and they have grandkids. Mm-hmm. Just story after story. Those things, the little perks and the little thing that you get, it makes it. That's the goal's not eternal. Whatever else that you gain in music, those don't make you their byproduct. Yeah. You're in it to go record, maybe not. Yeah. Not in Christian music anyway.
For me, it was the fans that made it worthwhile.
Absolutely.
It meeting and greeting them. In those 2 hours, you work like you worked an 8-9 hour day because you pour all your energy into that 2 hour and a half, 2 hour concert. you give everything, and then just to see the look on, and then the people that are there, your audience, to me that just makes it all worthwhile. That every time, and stuff like that.
And
John says, "How's?"
you make friends. We have Heather Dismute. If you've seen a guy on there, it's John.
Yeah, that was.
It was great, and John's been a really good friend for a long time. As a matter of fact, he always shows the golf thing that we do every year.
Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah, John's a great guy. He's you have a handful of people that are in the inner circle a little bit, and John and his wife, they're part of that. We talk to each other on Facebook, each other, or text message, and a couple,
Yeah.
The only reason I like John is he's older than me.
Oh my goodness, John! I don't know if your name looks familiar. So I don't know, bro, if you're friends with me on Facebook or not. But your name looks familiar. And pardon me, I think I said Nig, but I think it's Ing. You said it. How do you say that? Ing. Yeah. So
get you in trouble.
Forgive me, John. All right, but his name looks familiar. So I don't know if we're friends on Facebook or not.
It's Ing. John's ancestry is his sisters and his family are from China.
I kind of gathered that by the last name.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure he's confused.
Just forgive me. That's all I'm asking if I said it wrong, dude.
Well, probably would have done the same thing if had never met him before. I forgot how that he's pronounced.
Oh, oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, here we go. It's time for guest trivia. Then we're gonna do some quick Q&A here before we leave. So, you ready, Kirk, for some guest trivia?
Absolutely.
We're doing 5 seconds. So, guys, we're going to see what kind of an answer Kirk can give us in 5 seconds. I think the one that's on here, it may take a little bit longer than 5 seconds, but at least try and start your answer in 5 seconds. So, here we go. All right, you ready, Kirk?
I think.
Okay. So, first one. You're sharing the stage with another artist. Join them in a familiar song. So, they hand you the lead sheet. You realize you can't sing this song. Why can't you sing the song?
Because I don't know it.
It's supposed to be
You're on your own, bud.
There you go. All right, number 2. Gilligan Island character best describes you. Gilligan, Skipper, Professor, or Mr. Howell?
Oh, Gilligan.
Gilligan, there you go. Good stuff. And one of your fans recognizes you. And they're laughing. They're laughing here. You're in Walmart and they have no paper, so they get you to autograph their what?
Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I've been autographed.
Somebody today that by the sea and they said polygrip. Oh my lord, that's so funny.
I mean, we've signed a lot of things. If they don't have it, I mean, I've signed a couple of these.
Babies?
And that was to be the.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right, now this one, I don't know. I don't know if it might take you a little bit longer. If a genie gave you 3 wishes, what would the
$100 and another wish.
That's good thinking. Oh my goodness, guys, need 6 seconds. That's hilarious. Oh lord, I thought it was gonna take longer. Okay.
Well, I should have more wishes. That was a.
All or some of the members of For Him have been asked to participate in a game show. What game show will they all? What game show will you guys
tell the truth? That or consequence. One of the.
I'm sorry that. Oh, Kirk, I'll never forget that one right there. That was a classic answer. All right, last one. You get your concert outfit back from the dry cleaners. You put it on, and your wife looks at your outfit. What's wrong with your outfit?
The zipper. That for it too. Hey, zipper's out. Tell me that comes, did you?
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Oh gosh. John says ginger for Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, since I look just like her.
Oh gosh, dude.
No, I only have. I'm the happy-go-lucky. Quality in the groceries when I said
Gilligan.
Consider running home from grade school to watch Gilligan and Flipper. Of course, I went to grade 60s, so they were when I was that bad.
Oh, those are classic shows. I love.
Well, that was a little my time. That was something old.
Well, no, but I'm just saying those are classic. You know, just watching the reruns of some of that stuff too.
Well, Adam, you remember Adam 12?
Yes. Well,
Those guys,
barely.
little town I grew up in Moore, Oklahoma. They did um, a
Yeah.
promotional tour, and they showed up, and I autographed.
Serious?
Yeah, somewhere I still have it.
Crazy. That's great, man. I barely remember that. I was a man,
Favorite was Batman and Wild West.
Batman. Yeah, I remember Batman and that. Oh, there's 5 seconds. He did well. Big applaud for him. That was good. Oh my goodness, that was funny. Okay, guys, let's do some Q&A. Anybody got some questions right here? I know you've been asking questions all along, but anybody got some other questions here? Sign off here tonight. Just throw me some up on the screen here, guys. And John Ginger. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. On it, maybe a few seconds behind, and just waiting for some guys here to get on here for some questions. While we're waiting for some questions here, let me ask you this, Kirk. Just a little bit more on the serious side. Stage, you know, you sing a song, you've been singing it, and all of a sudden there's that one time you begin to sing this song, and for some reason it just kind of hits home, becomes real personal for you. Do you ever have that with a particular song?
Oh, absolutely. It depends on anybody who, as you know, anybody who sings is a musician and been doing what they've done for a long time. They're, whether you like it or not, your state dictates singer performance you've been through. Really, all are contributing in have a particular song, and most of it doesn't hit you during singing the song.
Yeah.
So we had a bit of a recording of Heart Knows It's You.
Really?
Because I mean, you know, willing to live, willing to die, willing to make any sacrifice.
Yeah.
Had left home. I left home back when I was 10 years old the first time, and so been had a song, but when Mark wrote a song called "Time to Go," it was about, you know, Jesus leaving home, kind of his song to Mary.
Okay,
So
we got.
yes.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Popping up. One of them says here, John said, "Do you see or call the other guys in the group?"
Generally, John Ing.
Yeah.
Tell him none of his business. Generally, it's about once or month, depending on unfortunately lost to Mark Harris's little brother about a month and a half ago, 2 months. And Mark, his brother was a road manager for the first 5 years. So he was. I mean,
right.
But somebody's going to share something. I don't have any kids, but Paul Kelly, aka Andy and Jackie Chris Freegrams.
Yeah.
For those, mom, Paul Kelly.
Says, what's your most embarrassing concert memory?
Doing the ride tour, called out on stage for a second encore, and so I was behind the drum at that point, and the drummer's on a riser that's, I don't know, 12, 18 inch. So I jump in drums and player, and I'm gonna put my lane drummer amp off onto the stage. Well, when I drum riser, split part of the riser, and crashed and burned on my and stage, you know, hollow, like a cannon going off. So all you can do is, you know, people here on, bam.
Dude, you know how to make an entrance, dude, especially on an encore.
That look cool, but I mean, you know, what can you do? I mean,
gosh.
Just go with or forget or
That's here, guys. What we got going here? Favorite song on the Hymns album?
Hmm. Well,
It is well song. Beautiful.
which we recorded right now. Yeah, we recorded it 20 feet from where I'm sitting right now.
Wow.
That most of the vocal record in my living room about 2 feet. That was 30.
There you go. There you go.
Well, my claim to fame is Phil Martin and we're in my little studio. Came in this little studio and he
Oh my goodness.
produced it, came down here and produced it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I don't know if we got any more questions coming, but I know we're soon going to close it off here. I've saved this for the end. If, if Beth wants to join you, up to her. She can hear me.
I ain't gonna have my fixing on never.
I could never get my wife on stage, and the few times I did, I'm telling you, it was that look as she walked off stage. She just doesn't like to be up there. But I've saved this kind of for the end, and it's a, you waited all those years as a single man, and there's people out there. 54, you said, or how old were you when you got married?
I was 54.
54. I know there's people out there, and you hear a lot of them talk singles, and I know when I was in college, there was a lot of singles that were in the college and career group, them all together. And some of them, they get there, find the right person. Are we ever gonna, is that ever gonna happen? And what's something that you can share to those who still be waiting to find, that person in their life? I know that's probably a hard question, but I kind of saved that to the end. Encouragement to some of those people because, your story is just so unique. When I was like 28 and I wasn't married yet. And, but, that are middle-aged and getting in their 50s that have never been married. And you hear some of them say, well, I don't know if I'll. Kirk, again, just what would be something encouraging to these people, just coming from all that? Go ahead.
But everybody is only at a point in their life. And maybe I would say, well, I was God's perfect. My wife notes. Just sit there and listen, okay, baby. Just I know. Well, but that's not to say though. Everybody knows what kind of want to marry, and a lot of that. You never know what's going to happen. Everybody tends to marry based on or all things, but God always knows whose person you need to marry, and versus the you think you want to marry. The person you think you want to buy on the road is not what. It's that whole thing of wanting what you get, not getting what you get. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be with you. Drop dead. Just happened to be the way it is. I didn't deserve it, but she's beautiful. But God put a woman I needed to be. My emotions, I get preached at. It's things just Zach. It ain't about.
Yeah.
Although that's Texas part, but it's not. There's the chill and the you being with that person is you need not only to love them, but you need to like them. So
yeah,
I think God put in your you don't look like what I thought. Well, maybe not, but that's what you need setting you up.
Yeah.
Long enough. Generally, I was years before I knew it. Years of my life, and I was looking the other way. Look somebody who believes. Look for somebody like him. You need to marry a friend. You need to marry your buddy. You don't marry what you think is, a lover. That's the reason that they're so high.
Yeah.
Only few people, I don't know any of those people. Man, it both of my sisters that happened. Both sisters. God doesn't hold you responsible for actions to somebody else. Do that. And even when somebody else does that put you on plan B. You're always on plan. God's going to divert His will for your life because of somebody that was in faith, whatever that was. They're very. The other guy only got, what is it? 8 out of 10 people have been divorced. that's not constant. That's kind of the way, you know.
Yeah.
But if you'll marry your friend, and you'll marry for the spirit compatible your friends, those are the two most important things.
There you go.
And have the guy, yes, and have the your relationship.
Yes. Well, guys, there he is, Kirk Sullivan. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I know, Kirk, we're going to get a bunch of people on the reruns because we get people from watching overseas on our show over the next 20. And so over the next, couple of days, there's going to be people popping on here and on the show. But Kirk, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Guys, I hope you guys, we just, I know, but we've had some fun tonight, and thank you so much for being on the show. Thank Beth in the background for allowing you to take your time out of your night, your evening to be with us tonight. And brother, just really appreciate you and what you had to share these things. So appreciate you being on here.
And you need to start having interviews. Dinner interview.
I got to do that. Hey, next time I have Hampton on here, look at.
I'm going to make an advertisement for more steaks.
Hey, I'm going to suggest that. So funny. Oh, Lord. Next time I have Hampton on here, I'm going to have it. Wes Hampton?
I did his cookbook advertised on Facebook.
Yeah, he cooked. Dude, I'm telling you, the pictures in that thing. You don't even have to cook anything.
Here's one of the fire fat kind of guy.
I know.
I'm about, I've only seen a couple of times, but what I will tell you, each other just from, we've done. Man, wick of a guy.
Yeah.
I'm walking, I'm going, I went to a Gaither thing, and, I'm a civilian now. Like, how you doing? I used to sing, of course, me up. So, all those, they're a bunch of good guys. Wes is a gem.
He is.
I tell you, the new song guys are gems too.
Yeah, I've never met them. I never met, just know their music.
Lee and I go 1985.
Really?